everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Griffin's Browns going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers. The towels are out, but it's set to be a cold one at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. That's where we'll say hello to our commentator, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, despite the elements, these fans here in Western Pennsylvania, they wouldn't dream of missing this one as you get a look inside snowy Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hi again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, as we get set for our matchup tonight, we saw the quarterback comparison at the outset. We get to watch a couple of good ones here, don't we?
And it's a dramatic scene, isn't it? Whenever you get a night game, things are just a little bit more heightened with a little bit more spotlight. And we get to see two good guys go at it here.
Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh will take the field now with a 7-5 record coming off the win over the Giants. Big Ben Roethlisberger, you see him there, 289 in that game, 2 touchdowns and an interception.
Well, weather's turning cold, isn't it? What does that usually mean? Big Ben,
he comes to play.
Yeah, 3 straight wins now for Pittsburgh after a 4-game losing streak. I do believe they are tied for first place in their division now. And people are starting to fear the Steelers yet again, mainly because of Big Ben.
I like what you said, though. Weather gets colder, Big Ben heats up. And for Le'Veon Bell, 118 yards last week. Also 6 catches, 64 yards, but that's what Le'Veon Bell does.
And what were the Giants ranked against the run on defense?
Number 5.
So Le'Veon Bell just doesn't care right now, which also means that he's getting a lot of help from his offensive line. And they have the confidence that they give him any type of room, he's going to take full advantage of it, and he does. And right now, the Pittsburgh Steelers offense is really coming into focus.
Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 46 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the 5-year NFL vet, Robert Griffin III. Charles, sort of hoping to get a new lease on his NFL life as a Brown.
Without a doubt, and the reason he's looking for that is how everything kind of came to a halt in Washington after a tremendous Yeah, I would dare say spectacular rookie season. But you remember the knee injury at the end of the season, then he played in the playoffs. The next year, he was a different
wasn't
quarterback.
the same.
Wasn't the same guy. Didn't want to run the football anymore, even though his legs are a big part of his game. And that just changed a lot of things for Robert. Had to get back to just being a quarterback and not worried about being more than that.
The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Now Griffin on second down, surveying the field. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. On third down, Griffin. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. With it is Brown. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. We get a glance at the Browns defense as they file into position. And last time out they got scored against. Their offense hasn't given them any help to this point. So maybe they need a stop here.
A stop obviously would be nice. Not critical at this stage of the game. But one of the things that you want to find out from your defense, are you really ready to play? After giving up a touchdown on the last drive, let's see if they have a little bit better spark, a little bit better bounce in this series.
We'll see if they have that spark and that bounce right here. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Sammy Coates, 44 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses. Without
a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They begin with a run by Corral. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12. They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, Griffin. And Barnage has it on the right side. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a nice catch there by Gary Barnage, and there's no getting around it. The emergence of him has been nothing short of stunning, hasn't it?
Yeah, first 6 years, total 44 catches. Then at age 30 last year, he goes for 79.
Who says you don't get better with age?
A first down carry now for Crowell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
A fake to Crowell. Now it's Griffin. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, 62 yards. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On second down, it's Bell. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. So a couple failed attempts here for the ground game, assuming you pass here on 3rd.
Doesn't look like you're getting anywhere running the ball at all, so I would agree with you on that one. You've got to think about going to the air to try and pick up the yardage you need.
Anything in particular you look for on 3rd and long?
I don't think you go play action here. Just go back in the pocket, get out your hands pretty quickly, and let your receivers do the work.
He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Steelers call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one away. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Gary Barnidge, 27 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll go again with Bell, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I go all the way back to college with Le'Veon Bell. One of the better body transformations I've seen, from a big, thick power back to the guy we see now who can do everything.
And 2 years ago, of course, last year the injury, but 2 years ago over 1,300 yards. I think they think he can top that this year.
I don't think there's any question about it.
Play clock winding down. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
They go play action with Griffin. He's got time in the pocket. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, put it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
His throw incomplete. The tight end, Gary Barnage, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. Second and 10 now. Griffin. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. To throw is RG3. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Browns have taken the lead. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway, essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down, because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 39 that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the play clock's running down. They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Into a double team.